England off the back of a 1-0 win to Croatia, Scotland a 2-0 loss to Czech, but now they face each other in a very interesting battle. One which on paper should be easier for England, but I think will be harder in the match due to the fight Scotland will give. I'll be discussing key players, starting 11s and how this match can be won. Before that though, if I could please ask you to click the like button if you do enjoy, it's very much appreciated as it helps the videos getting found. And if you do like the preview at the end, then please consider subscribing to the channel to never miss future content throughout the Euros. So the key men in this match, to analyse that I'll be using OneFootball, the sponsor for this video. For England, I am going to say that a key player for them will be Kalvin Phillips after his man of the match performance against Croatia, and OneFootball is fantastic for looking at stats for players throughout the tournament. So the stats here are of course just based on one match, but we saw Phillips get an assist for Sterling's goal, 1 tackle and 1 interception, a 94% pass accuracy, and also 3 fouls conceded. Against Croatia, he was just so good at disrupting the opposition play, stopping Croatia getting into their rhythm, which was key for England in winning that match. The reason why I think he will be a key player for England is based on a battle I expect to see between him and Robertson at left back for Scotland, who is their key man. He had 80 touches in their first match, 6 key passes, 3 successful dribbles. He is their main man. As England look to stop them from attacking, I think this is where Phillips will be key to shift over and stop Robertson from going forward, pressing him on the right flank. Cutting passing lanes or blocking crosses into the box, this will be a key battle to watch throughout the match. To download OneFootball for yourself and to keep up to date with the latest information on Euro 2020, click the link in the description. So this is what I have for the first 11 for England, with 4 changes being made from the first match, with the players in the wide positions all changing. Both of the fullbacks, so instead I've gone with Luke Shaw and Reece James, and in the wingers I've gone with Grealish and Sancho. In this match where you fully expect to have more of the ball, you take advantage of that by including Jack Grealish. Now a lot of the play will be going through him as he roams the pitch, comes deeper into central positions, and that's why Luke Shaw or Ben Chilwell starts, as the space that Grealish will leave on the left means that the left back can move into it. So Luke Shaw can move into this space, Grealish can move it out wide where we can look to create a chance. Alongside the creativity you have in Grealish, Shaw, Mount and James, you have Sancho as a player making runs with the mindset of scoring goals. A balance which is needed. England had that with Sterling against Croatia, and even though he scored in that match, his finishing can still let him down. Let's see what Sancho can really do for England. We're yet to see it, but on a stage like this, let's try it. And if it doesn't work out, then Foden for half an hour is a brilliant sub to make. The difference you find with this first 11 is that the fullbacks want to attack. So I've got Reece James at right back instead of Kyle Walker. I don't think his performance against Croatia was that good, but that might instead be Trippier if he moves to the right hand side to be a bit more disciplined. I think Trippier on the right hand side would be a good option due to the impact that Robertson could have on the match for Scotland. So really, even though I'd like to see some more attacking intent, I think Southgate is fairly likely to have Trippier on this side to give England defensive stability and to control possession. Tyrone Mings stays in the side after earning his place against Croatia, and the same goes with Kalvin Phillips. And where the midfield won the match for England against Croatia, I feel this one is all about the front line. England should have many chances in this game. It's down to Grealish now to show what he can do with a lot of the ball, if Kane can bring his finishing form from the Premier League season, and whether Sancho can really start to shine in an England shirt. For Scotland, well, I think Che Adams has to start for them in this match. He looked good for them against the Czech Republic. He wasn't able to get a shot away, but many times he came a little deeper and laid off some clever flicks to other players, which saw Scotland have an opportunity to create a chance. In the midfield, John McGinn is an engine and will for sure make it hard for England's midfield with his pressing and constant energy throughout the match. How Scotland can look to create in this match has to be in the wide areas, but that comes down to the fullbacks that England select in this match. If it is Luke Shaw and Reece James, then Scotland I'm sure can find space in behind these attacking fullbacks. You're looking at the likes of Robertson, Armstrong, O'Donnell and Adams if he's on the pitch to be the players to step up and create chances for the team. Let's talk a bit more about Jack Grealish because we haven't seen him yet, so what exactly is he bringing? Well, one thing you could say is more of a reason for Kane to stay higher up the pitch in the box. Now, I'm not saying for Kane to stay in the box all the time or not to drop deep because I think it is effective. However, when you then have such creativity on the pitch with Grealish, Mount, Shaw and James if they are on the pitch, then with all these players in the same team, there will be chances created. These players can link up and get the ball into the box where Harry Kane is then needed in these positions. In situations where Harry Kane does drop deep, because he still will do that, then give him that time to get back into the the box, pass the ball around out wide and allow him time. But something that Grealish gives to the side is almost guaranteeing goal-scoring chances where Kane can know if Grealish is on the ball to be ready with his positioning as he could be looking to pass. And like I said earlier in the video, England should have more of the ball, leading to more touches for Grealish and therefore a higher amount of riskier passes being made. I think England need to see this as a match where they will have around 60% possession and ask the question, how do we take advantage of that? How do we make use of that possession? This starting 11 does that and puts England in a great position to get the 3 points. I think England need to be a bit more confident against an opposition who on paper aren't as strong as Croatia. Where Croatia are a team who people predict to make the last 16 or even the quarterfinals, England had to be safer in that match to make sure they got their first win. In the second match, however, prove a little more, try and attack more in the ways which I've discussed in this video. For the England players, they know in the back of their mind they've got a big win over a side they got knocked out to in the World Cup. Now it's time to prove to themselves and all the fans that they can win more convincingly, with more goals, more chances being created, and more good performances from important players. If you enjoyed this preview, then please hit the like button and subscribe to Route 1 for more Euro 2020 insight and analysis.